And now for something completely different. Joining us today is the auspicious and quite bunnerific Millie.
Oh my gosh, wait, that's me. Hi, I'm Millie and/or Bunny Artist, she, her, they, and them are great for me. I'm a trans retro anime bunny girl villain VTuber. I'm a mouthful. I love Monty Python. I love tabletop games. I love this crew. I'm very excited to get to try this one. I've been like wobbling with excitement all week for it. I'm playing a noble. I'm playing a noble. I'm playing Lady Beatrix Cumberbund Smithwick III, and you should be very grateful to be in her presence. Yes. I believe next in the list. Next in the list was Kel, wasn't it? Who are you? Who are you?
Yes. Hi, it's me. It's Kel from up the road. I am usually something else, but today I am here as now. Please forgive the name. I followed the rules. I just want to say that I followed the rules. Peeper Puck Lasagna him, and this person, I'm thinking it's a she, is a cleric, a middle-class cleric, and worships Saint Pasta of Bologna. So there will be much propriety taken, I'm sure. And oh, who was next? Who was next? Oh, was that Jen or was that Michael? I can't remember.
It was Michael.
It was Michael. It's Michael. Michael, next, please.
Hey everyone, it's me, Michael, going with he, him pronouns back here on Dork Tales, and today I'm going to be playing Clarence, the bacon farmer. We're putting a big crop together this year. We'll have enough bacon to wrap a small potato, and I'd like to introduce my cohort. Jen.
Hi, I'm Jen. I use she, her pronouns, and normally I'm playing several other people, but today I get to play Elizabeth the Benjanter, and this is Yorick, my henchman. Homunculus, really, but
Alas,
pleasure.
poor Yorick.
And last but not least, joining us today
I love him.
Last but not least is joining us,
Yes,
Brian,
Nicole?
as the head of Light Entertainment. Take it away, Brian.
Hi, I'm Brian Slaba. I've managed to just choke myself, so we'll see if I'll be able to talk. Excuse me.
That's
at all.
for the OnlyFans.
Good thing we're not live, and you can edit that out. So I'm Brian Saliba. I'm from Crowbar Creative, the creator of Monty Python's Cocurricular Medieval Reenactment program, which is published by Exalted Funeral and is out on shelves and digital and tangible on March 5th. And you can get all of this stuff, plus a bunch of other stuff that we made. We went entirely overboard on the amount of stuff we made. But I will be your head of Light Entertainment this evening, and as such, and thank you to Dork Tales for inviting me, and I commend them for their commitment to educationalism. You know, I think that this hobby has gotten far too silly, and I commend them for recognizing the educational and pedagogical potential in this hobby, and for their commitment to learning about English history. And that's really what we're here to do this evening. As such, I will be running the program, but I'm doing so as one of 18 head of Light Entertainment personae. And we established through a role previously that the head of entertainment persona that I will be portraying is this chap, whose name is Ewan Magundatir. And he is the fellow who is in charge of things. And it will be incumbent upon the participants to figure out what sort of things he fancies, what sort of things he doesn't fancy, should they do things that he likes, they will receive merits in the form of tokens, or in this case, marks on your character sheets. And if they offend his sensibilities, whatever they might be, they will receive demerits and earn enough demerits, and you have called down some serious condign chastisement in the form of a beshrew, which you will we'll cross and probably fall off that bridge when we come to it. But unless there are any questions about the program in general, we can get going. Anybody have anything before we start? Right.
I have a better seat. I want to sit up at the front.
Well, you can't have mine.
No,
We're on a screen. We're all at the front.
fair.
So yeah, that's the spirit. So clearance, take a merit.
Oh, look, a potato.
Don't
Suck up.
settle. Don't settle for what those toffs tell you. Never. All right, so the four of you are traveling together, or perhaps in a town. I'm not sure. Where are you? You tell me. I know you're in England in 932 AD, but other than that,
Oh, that does make a difference. So it's not like a shop corner or like a pet shop or anything. I would imagine somewhere in the countryside, possibly someplace quite rural.
Countryside sounds lovely.
Countryside?
At the yearly
Yeah,
pig
love
judging
countryside.
competition.
Ooh, pigs.
Possibly.
at the yearly
Where's my
what
pigs?
Pig
Pig-
judging.
Oh, pig
Judging,
judging
yes.
competition.
Okay,
It sounds
so
something that you a noble person would be interested in.
York is the
Of course it is.
best
The pigs
pig
have the most
judger.
dashing of outfits.
Yes.
right. So you have gathered at the estate of Lady Beatrix, Cumberbund Smithwick III,
Thank you for
to
using the full name.
participate in the annual pig judging. Presumably clearance is there, scouting for bacon to harvest, and what Elizabeth and Peeper are doing there, I'm sure I have no idea. But
As the local cleric, I assume I would be blessing the pigs.
great.
York is a pig judger. I just follow him.
Mm-hmm. So the pig judgery is well underway, and things are going swimmingly when, of a sudden, you hear coming down the path, and there is a knight who, followed by a manservant, clapping together a pair of coconuts, and he rides up to you, and he's dressed in he's armored, and his surcoat bears a coat of arms, and that coat of arms features a penguin rampant, and he's wearing a full kettle helm, or sorry, a full helm, and but you can see poking out from under the helm are very large mustaches coming down, and he rides into the very middle of the pig judging competition and directly up to Lady Beatrix. Ho, ho, ho. And he dismounts and prostrates himself very politely and says, "Milady, a message for you, ma'am."
I think the lady must take a moment to swoon first, but then she will compose herself. Yes.
Just a message.
What is your message, Sir Knights?
Okay. So he reaches up into his helmet and rummages around and pulls out a scroll and unrolls it and reads it to you. And it is an invitation, or more than invitation. It's really someone who you know, a fellow member of the peerage, a fellow aristocrat. In this case, it is Sir Roman Doughty. And Sir Roman has said, Betty, dear, I hope all's well. Look here, terrible trouble. Young Kevin has swanned off to Happy Kingdom, to Happy Valley in the kingdom there to attempt to win the hand of a princess, something or other. Terrible news. He's not returned. No word. Spot of bother there. Wonder if you could toddle over and see about bringing him home. That's a good lass. See you at. I'll see you at next year's tea judging competition.
Why
So
can't
you and
resist
Sir
a tea judging
Doughty,
competition?
you and Sir Doughty go way back, presumably. And
Of course.
you know his son, the young Prince Kevin, and know him to be a dreamy-eyed romantic type. And you and also also Peeper and Elizabeth will have heard of Happy Valley as well.
Yes, it's just down the road.
Sadly, Clarence, all of this is well beyond the scope of your experience or knowledge. So,
is it nighttime already? It appears the night's fallen. Oh no, never mind. He's still standing there.
right. So, the knight says, milady, shall I return to my lord and tell him you accept his request?
Of course, good sir, but please come back with his response.
Oh, right. Yeah, happy to. Anything else? Oh, here, I'm bidden give you this, and he hands you a map. And this is to the map is to the fabled Happy Valley and the kingdom therein, which is something that is considered by some not even exist, but apparently it is real, and now you know how to get there. So, any questions or anything?
No, I don't believe so.
No.
All right.
No.
Well, inquisitive lot here this evening. All right. Well, great.
Would you like some chocolates?
Oh no, I'm
Now,
afraid
that's a good question.
Sorry, I'm afraid I've taken a vow of confectionery chastity.
Shame.
Swoon.
So, all right. Well, let's have. Let's see. Yes, Clarence.
What's a confectionery?
I don't know. I was just told to stay away from them. Strange word. That.
Right.
All right. So let's have Lady Beatrix, excuse me, Elizabeth and Peeper. Let's roll a d6 each, please, and let's see what you know about Happy Valley.
Let me find that. Yes. 6. 4.
I got a 2.
I got a 3, but we're counting.
Okay, I heard a 2.
Yes.
4.
Okay,
And a
so
3.
Elizabeth, you know that Happy Valley is ruled over by the kind and gracious King Otto, known as the Wise, and Queen Syllabub the Gracious, and their lovely daughter, Princess Mitzi Gaynor.
having too much fun. We can't allow that.
And as for Peeper, what you
Yes.
have heard of Happy Valley is that it's something of a Bermuda Triangle for eligible toffs. What's a Bermuda Triangle when it's at home? It's just an idiom, isn't it? But it's you know that it's a that
like a
eligible
vortex?
eligible young nobles go there of late and tend to not return. And the kingdom is running, England for the first time ever is running perilously short of young nobles.
Oh, can't have that. Shocking, shocking, shocking development.
Okay. So is the intention then to set off straight away, or finish the pig judging competition, or any preparatory?
Right, just give out the big prize and let's go. Yes.
One
I mean,
moment.
the pig judging competition is steeped in history and tradition. We should
Yes.
wait for its completion.
It's pretty much over. It's a bunch of pigs. Just give out the prize. You know,
Yeah,
I don't
but
know.
one
Pick
has
the
to be
fattest
given a
one.
medal.
That one over there. That one is the winner.
That sounds lovely.
Great. Now we can go.
It's a grand pig.
Okay, well then off you set, following the map, which turns out to be rather difficult to follow. It is it's not very straightforward.
Poorly written.
At times there are at times it is a sort of topographical map that shows a route. At other times it devolves into just instructions that you must go here, and when you see the fourth bush along, veer toward the north, and it's difficult to follow. So is there
Look here,
any
this
one
part
of
isn't
you-
even this isn't even a rock. It's just a piece of dirt. Flick it off.
Is there one of you that is sort of taking the helm here and is in charge of the map, or is it a group effort?
Well, as a cleric, I'm probably
Beatrix is-
I might be one of the well, we probably all know how to read. We are of a class and
I am rather wise in the ways of science, I'll have you know. Of course, I know
Yes,
how
but
to
can
I
you
have
read?
assistants to read for me.
Oh, aren't we grand?
You're a noble. You probably
Lady
know how to
Beatrix,
read.
Lady Beatrix, take a demerit.
No.
Oh!
Ooh,
Also
aren't we
valid.
grand? Ooh.
too big for your
Whoa.
britches.
My poor britches.
Yes, clearance.
What's reading?
Good, great.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so it sounded like maybe Elizabeth, with
I
your
shall
wisdom in the ways
take
of science. So let's have you test your wisdom in the ways of science and
Yes.
see if you
Excellent.
can make heads or tails of these directions.
Excellent. Yorick will Yorick is technically on a little ape skull and also will eat the map. And
Stop it now. Stop it. Stop it.
I did roll a 3, so I'm maybe not that wise in the ways of science.
Okay, well, I am
I think Yorick's the brains of this operation here.
right. Well, sad to say, you have gotten lost. So you,
It's a fine
as a
mess.
party, you have wandered off set and you discover the studio audience, which boos. It seems to be composed primarily of Scotsmen, and they boo and throw things at you. They throw haggis and other bits of sheep at you until you return to the scene. Oh no! Do it proper. So everyone suffers
Sorry.
one bit of loony
Oh.
as a result of this.
Oh,
Oh no.
Oh my.
oh dear.
But you are back on track, thanks to the studio audience.
Your
And-
sheep led me
and
astray
they're-
once
and they're-
again.
And they're haggis.
Sorry, what was that about haggis?
I said thanks to the studio audience and their haggis.
Yeah. What have you got to say about haggis then?
Or just saying that, thanks to the studio audience and the haggis, we're back on track.
Right. Okay.
You really got to mind your haggis. You almost killed me. Ha ha ha.
Oh, you don't like haggis?
No,
Ooh!
you almost killed me.
Oh,
I enjoy
oh,
a good sheep
nothing?
splatter.
oh, that's great. Take a merit. Clear
Oh.
it. Oh, that's great. Almost killed him. All right, back on track and on the road to Happy Valley. There is,
Very well.
let's see if you have an encounter on the road. Matter of fact, you do. Okay, up ahead
Ooh.
in the road, you see that there is a pit has been dug. You can tell, and there are some strange noises coming from the pit.
Should
I've
we
learned
go-
not to investigate the pit noises.
Perhaps we should look at the pit.
That's
Okay.
how you
No,
learn that mommy
no.
and daddy are doing things in the dark. By looking in the pit.
All right. So
Right.
Sounds horrid.
in the pit are four bespeckled barbarians, excuse me, with mustaches, and they're bumbling around and bumping into each other, and they have shovels and a few bricks down there with them, and as soon as they see you, they look up and say, "You've fallen in the pit. Give us all your money.
I'm sorry?
You've fallen in the pit. Give
I haven't
us
fallen yet.
all your
No,
money.
no. But you're in the pit.
You,
We're up top.
you. All right. So they continue doing this, and it is
Mustaches?
shouting. They continue shouting, and all who can hear this must endeavor to remain polite despite this harangue. Otherwise, your frustration will get the better of you. So in this case, it is an attack of sorts, and contestation is initiated. So all of you will need to test your decorum to see if you can maintain your composure. You have the option, if you like, if you have luck, or even if you don't, you can always use the luck defense and substitute luck for the roll. But should you make a hash of that roll, things you get an immediate beshrew. So there's a little bit of risk involved, but you can do that. If you do not have decorum, then you have to roll a d4. But if you do, then roll the die associated with your decorum.
I've no decorum. I should have picked some up at the decorum shop.
I
Very
do
well.
have luck, so I think I'm going to push my luck. And
All right, let's have that roll, Clarence.
Oh,
I rolled an 8
Okay.
out of D10.
my.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
I'm going
Kel.
to roll. Oh, I've rolled a 2.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
All right. And
Yes.
Elizabeth?
Remind me how it's not going to matter much, but when I roll and then I have a plus to, like,
If
I have
any
a
of
plus
your
to decorum, but
Add
it's not my
one.
trait. Yeah, my accoutrement gives me a +1 to decorum, but I don't have it the trait.
It still
You
applies.
should have the plus.
The
So,
plus.
but I just added to the die roll, right?
Right.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Then I have a 3.
Oh, I forgot. I have a +1 of decorum, so it becomes a 3.
All right. And
I
her
have
ladyship?
9.
My pardons.
All right. Well, this harangue was really strong.
Oh
So
my.
all of you are going to incur 1 bit of loony, and you will
Ooh.
move your most serious trait 1 degree towards silly.
Oh.
What if they're tied?
choose.
Okay.
And you can always choose to sacrifice an accoutrement or a retainer in lieu of taking either a bit of loony or a bit of death, should you so choose.
Can I sacrifice?
I mean, really, we could all have a little bit of loony.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you. It's either take the bit of loony if you'd rather not, then you can sacrifice something, and whatever that is obviously lost in the process, but you don't have
I
to
think
take
I'm
the
going
bit
to
of loony.
tragically lose my cherished bagpipes into the hole of mustachioed, magnificent man folks who are yelling at us.
Right. Well, okay. So you just the
Now
harangue
you've armed them.
is so intense that you take the bagpipes and attempt to stuff them into your ears so you don't have to hear it anymore, and they break as a result.
Ooh.
So it is in contestation terms, it's now your turn. Should you want to counter these brigands who've dug a pit to trap passersby, or just carry on down the road if you don't want to bother with them.
I am feeling a bit argumentatious and would like to debate them with my excellent mustache.
Rather.
All right.
Yes,
So what are you
yes.
arguing about?
I would like to argue about how paying a tax because we've fallen in the pit makes zero sense when we have not fallen in the pit, and they are in fact in the pit.
Okay. So let's have your argumentation then.
Cool. That is one. Oops, I had my pluses on the character sheet. Why did I not look at that? And 8. That is an 8.
All right. So
It's very argumentatious.
Yeah, you present an argument that is both well reasoned, but also not too advanced, so that they can it's accessible to them, and they become thoroughly confused and just now stand about looking at each other and scratching their heads, and they are for you no longer a threat. However, so successfully overcame that obstacle, should you consider it such. However, your head of light entertainment sort of parts the clouds and looks down on you and says, "Oh, nobody likes arguing. Take a demerit."
Bo Earns.
Now,
Yes.
your head of light entertainment happens to be the most forgiving of all of them.
Ooh.
So it takes 5 demerits before you earn a beshrew. So I'll just need each of you to let me know when you hit 5.
Very well.
Okay, well, these particular Gumbies have been well and truly defeated. They're just scratching their heads and looking at each other and wondering if perhaps they missed a step along the way when it comes to their scheme. And on you ride.
Yes.
So onward. And this might be a good time to just get a sense for, as you're on the road, just so that we can picture things. If you could just give me a quick summary of what your character looks like. If you have any retainers, if you have any accoutrements of note that one would be likely to notice upon first seeing you. Don't need a full inventory, but if there's anything in particular that might stand out. Yeah, so anyone want to start?
I have a small cat with me.
Okay.
Yes. By the way, riding, are we on actual horses, or are we riding in the sense of the Monty Python.
I don't think any of you have a manservant with coconuts, so none of you can be considered mounted.
We are not riding. Very well. We
Mhm.
are trudging. Yes. Very well.
Yes.
Excellent. Yes. Hard for the cat to manage the coconuts.
Right. And so, Peeper, are you wearing any trappings of your particular sect or religion?
Yes, I do have I have a love. I'm afraid for myself I could only find this this amusing tiara. I didn't have an actual clerical set of vestments, but this is about what I could manage in the short period of time. But the actual cleric would be robed, possibly with some type of scepter or a cross on a stick, and so that one could gesture approvingly or disapprovingly with it.
No, are you a Christian?
Did they have those then?
Mhm.
Oh yes, they did. No, maybe I hadn't gotten that far.
All right. Sound a little confused, and that's fine. I think most of us
Yes.
are. These are weighty matters.
Yes.
Okay, who else?
I'm happy to go next. Beatrix is
Oh, you
wearing the
would be.
floofiest.
Yes.
Of course she is. Of course I just, I didn't want to go first. I felt that might be a bit presumptuous, but surely second is okay. Beatrix is wearing the floofiest dress with 2 cummerbunds underneath to give her not cummerbunds, crinolines underneath to give her the ultimate floof powers possible. Shoes that are in no way ready for the countryside. She's got one of those collar coif things that goes up around her head and a completely nonsensical fascinator in her hair. She's also accompanied at all times by a herald and a handmaiden. She
Is his name
promises that she
Harold?
knows their names. His name is Harold.
It's Harold.
Yes.
Of course it is. Yes.
Okay. Great. Who's next?
I am Elizabeth is wearing a toga and has her little homunculus devil on an ape skull who has a staff, and a bunch of sheep are following him. Not sure if they're worshiping Yorick or not, but they are following. And Elizabeth is also carrying just a bunch of vials and tubing and all sorts of other alchemical equipment, and also a toothbrush, and seems on the lookout for mooses.
Sheep, you say? For haggis
Yes.
proper.
Yes. I do
Great.
enjoy a good sheep's bladder.
Do you then? Oh, take a minute. Good for you.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you.
Okay, Clarence.
I do have my now prize-winning pig. This is Pork, last name of Chop, and I also have a sock. I also have another sock.
Ooh.
And I can take them, and I can put my hands in them, and they become puppets, and I can entertain everyone with my Punch and Judy.
You have Punch and Judy. Okay.
Actually, no longer wants to be referred to as Punch. It sounds a little too violent. Light percussionist and Judy.
All right. And what sort of tenor do these puppet shows take on?
They're rather short, prompt, and impromptu. So they're promptly impromptu. They come and they go, and they smell a tad funny somewhere between foot and another foot, depending on which foot I've had them on. And light percussionist occasionally has been known to wrestle pigs.
Ah, okay.
Especially if pork chop has been particularly medal winning, like today.
All right. Well, we'll count ourselves lucky if we're able to bear witness to a performance. Should it become necessary.
Yeah,
All right.
we won't do that. That sounds ridiculous.
So into the mountains you go, and at the very tippy top of a mountain pass, just as you're about to descend into Happy Valley itself, you hear from behind you the sound of hoofbeats on the path behind you, and suddenly there is a magnificent prince riding up behind you on an actual horse.
Ooh.
And he is accompanied by
Ooh.
a number of guards,
Beautiful.
by 3 guards who are marching along with him. And there is also a cart being driven by a pair of tinkerer-looking types. They've got spectacles and lots of strange mechanical devices and tools on them. And so this is Prince Charming, who
That's interesting name.
Prince Charming rides up upon you and reins his horse and says, "Ah, yes, and what have we here on the cusp of descending into my future kingdom?"
What strange devil of a beast is that?
That's a prince.
Well, we've seen one of those before, but what's he sitting on?
This is my magnificent courser, Golden Shower.
Not that impressive.
Can I interrupt with a very
Terrible
important
name.
question?
Ah,
Can I
milady.
get a mustache check on this prince?
No mustache. He is very cleanly clean shaven. He is bedecked in a beautiful purple doublet with very dashing flounced breeches and a gorgeous purple cloak, obviously a crown. He wears a Luger on his belt, and he says he just ignores most of you, but certainly not Lady Beatrix. He's very dashing, and his servants prostrate themselves so that he can descend from his horse on their backs, and with a sweeping gesture bows low to you and says, "Milady, even in these high, cold passes, in cold mountain regions such as these, the radiance of your beauty warms my very bones."
Well, and aren't I truly charmed to make your acquaintance? Might I offer some pointers?
Here in front of everyone?
I mean,
Dave, she means advice.
come closer. Come closer. It's a positive thing. It's just there's a central facet, an anchor for your face that I would just be itching to see.
Naturally, milady. I am
you,
your
Prince
slave.
Charming, grow a mustache?
A mustache? Alas, in my land, where the land of the Golden Lakes, whence I came, a hirsute upper lip is deemed the lowest fashion.
What a shame.
I think Lady Beatrix might faint.
Okay. So what brings this strange group to this high alpine pass?
Haggis.
Oh, great. Take a merit.
We were looking for the missing prince.
I've
Oh.
recovered.
Oh, I can frag us.
The young Prince Kevin has lost his way.
Prince Kevin. Oh, let's see.
Hmm.
Is he in the book? Surely he's in the book. And he, one of his soldiers, he says, Reginald, check the book. And his
kind of book?
his soldier Reginald takes a book out, and it's the Observer's Guide to Princes and Princesses, and he looks in it and
Ooh.
says, yes,
Would be handy.
Kevin. Oh yes, you say he's of course I'm here, page 74, of course. You say Kevin has gone into Happy Valley, surely for the hand of Princess Mitzi Gaynor. I see a rival. Oh, I shall smite him mightily.
Well, then it must be good news, and she's going to try to convince him not to do this. That he, well, we're trying to
That we're
extract
here to get him back.
from the princess's hands, so you won't have competition. He's such a waif of a thing. You don't need to stab such a charming young prince.
Right. Oh well.
He can't
yes.
grow a mustache
You-
either.
I suggest you escort Prince Kevin and any other rivals for the hand of the lovely Princess Gaynor out of the valley forthwith, lest they fall into my ill favor.
Well, we're just here for Kevin. We don't care about the other ones. Do what you want with them. We're just here for Kevin. I mean, nobody else
Right.
called us.
Gonna look nervously towards the sky and mumble something about we'll be sure to rescue any that like haggis.
Um, uh, eh, putting on airs.
That's
Okay.
fair. That's fair.
Take a demerit. Okay.
No, I'm gonna have so many.
It's a bit harsh. I mean,
So-
she's trying.
I love
Yeah,
the
and-
promise
and
earlier when you said when you reach 5, not if you reach 5. That made
Well,
me very
and-
happy.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm afraid that the entrance of Prince Charming with all of his airs and snootiness is going to cause everyone to take a demerit because he's having entered the program. He has really punched the whole thing up quite a bit. He's toughed it up.
But
So
bloody
with that,
nonce.
Prince Charming mounts his horse once more and says, perhaps we shall meet again in the kingdom, but I cannot dally. And since none of you are mounted, surely you will be unable to keep up with me, and therefore you will not be joining my retinue. However, lovely Lady Beatrix, you may ride with me, should you so choose.
If you do, you're sure to get all the
I'm deeply honored
demerits.
by your offering. I must at all times stay within a certain number of meters of someone who is mustache emblazoned. Elizabeth here is my emergency mustache.
Alas, I will endeavor to grow.
A witch's curse.
I see. I will endeavor to make my upper lip more suitable for you should we meet again. Although when you see me again, surely I will be married to Princess Mitzi Gaynor and will be the ruler of this land. Oh, ta-ta! And he gallops
Rarely an
off.
issue.
And off he goes down into the mountain, down into the Happy Valley. Oh, the legendary Happy Valley itself.
Thank goodness. He was a bit much.
Who said that?
Me.
Kel.
It's a bit much.
Oh, wasn't he though? Oh,
Ah.
it was so grand. Take a merit.
Thank you.
So at last you have
Bit of a
you are looking down into you found yourselves looking down on the idyllic kingdom, which is nestled in a green valley. There is a babbling brook winding its way through the valley. and you hear the sounds of laughter, singing, and tenacious frolicking drifting up from the lovely village and from the beautiful castle, fairy tale castle that stands in the middle of the village itself. Or sort of the village kind of clusters around its gate. It is a beautiful and idyllic scene. All the flowers are in bloom, and seem themselves to be earnestly smiling in the warm sunshine. So descending into the valley, there is the road, the path that you're on carries on along this brook, this small rill that runs all the way up to the village and the castle. It looks like a pretty simple thing to just follow the road all the way in, if that's what you would choose to do.
I mean, it's shortest distance. I mean, just makes sense. Why would we bustle about?
It depends on how many frolicking opportunities we have en route, of course.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see. Why don't one of you roll a d8 and let's see what sort of encounters await you in the valley.
Who would like to do that?
Would you like to, Peeper?
Oh, very well. I shall roll this. Roll. Oh, a 6.
Okay.
I hope that's good.
You come upon a cemetery.
Ooh.
And it's all gaily bedecked in flowers and bunting, and the arched entrance to it is the iron is wrought with the name of the cemetery. This is the Happy Ending Cemetery, and you can see that there are a number of fresh graves here, as well as one open one.
Yes, it's awaiting its new resident, I believe.
Why are you looking at me?
No, I'm not looking at you. It's just it happens to be waiting for its intern, I believe.
I can pretty much tell you I'm not dying to go in there.
No,
No, it's
not
for the
suggest that
interns.
at all. Yes, you're not an intern. Yes,
We're taking turns.
That murderous hole and
No,
better
we're
stay
not
away
taking
from my
turns.
interns.
Yes. No. It's for the recently deceased. We don't have any of those.
Right.
Speak for yourself.
We could make some.
What do you mean? You don't? Do you have something we don't know about, Clarence?
But you don't have a bunch of dead bodies that are riddled with the plague in your basements?
No, I don't.
23 to
I
be
haven't
exact.
looked.
No. That's
Many of which are
strange.
formerly related to you? With just
Right.
the
Do you have
smallest
dead
touch of the
bodies?
plague?
Is that why you were singing 23andMe the other day?
No.
No? Oh. All right. Might have been something else.
That was hypothetical.
well,
I
it's
definitely don't have dead bodies.
Nonsense is occurring.
Oh,
Beatrix is
okay.
going to pluck a flower and give it to her handmaiden as a thank you, because she must do this once a day as payment.
All right, certainly can. Any further
Fancy.
inquiries or interest in the cemetery, or you pass on by?
I think we're. I mean, we
Kind
might
of
be waiting a
curious.
while if there's. I mean, there's no. Is there a headstone? Does it say who's going to be there?
Yeah, whose
you
grave
You
is this
find
for?
someone.
Lots of headstones.
Ooh.
To
to choose from, or just for that one?
For the open grave, there's a headstone, but it hasn't
Yes.
been carved.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it's just.
Oh, was it just
Oh,
They're
it's
just
like the
planning
display.
ahead.
It's like the display model at a new condo building. Right, right. They're showing you what you
Should we
could
have a tour?
What's a condo?
It's a small apartment, really. Well,
What's
I mean,
a small
it's very
apartment?
like a cottage.
Like a type of
What-
birds.
Yes,
So
What's a cottage?
Elizabeth,
very small.
you were saying you were going to tour the cemetery?
I was asking if we would like a tour of the the open house.
Ah.
But
Okay.
I will walk
It's-
closer to it and look around a bit better.
Oh, all right. So there are
Quite average, really.
uh, all of the headstones are pretty elaborately carved and with the name of the person who's interred along with how they perished.
Ooh.
And you as an enchanter, you begin to feel a little bit a kind of tug um, from the other side. There are spirits here, and there you can feel that just a little tug. Doesn't feel malevolent or anything like that, but just since you're sensitive to these things, as you're just standing near the entrance to the cemetery, you begin to feel a little pull.
Oh, York, we have visitors. Speak to me, visitors.
Okay, so this would require a sorcery roll, if that's something you want to attempt. You don't have to.
Yeah, I do
okay.
want to attempt that. That would be great.
All right.
I'm rather good at sorcery. I'm rather sorceress, I should say. Where'd my die roll go? Nope. I'm not rolling one 166-sided die. Thank you.
Oh,
That would be an 11.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, that's but what is your element?
Fire.
All right, so
of course it is.
you conjure up quite an effective spectral fire in one of these graves, and the ghost of a prince pops up, sort of patting his bum, and oh, that's hot. Oh, oh dear. And looks at you and says, "Oh, why have you done that?"
I wish to speak.
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
I'm
Hello.
Oswald, page 54 in the book.
Hello.
Or I suppose
Hello.
I was.
Oh. Well,
Well,
you're kind
I-
of still Oswald, I imagine.
Mhm. I am Elizabeth, and this is York.
Oh, well met.
Hello.
I am Prince Oswald, as it happens. Or I suppose I was. Am I dead?
Mm.
Very.
Yes, yes.
Oh, shit.
Sorry
Can
about
we get
that.
a mustache check on this prince?
Yes, he has a pencil thin number.
Oh,
One of those.
it's better than nothing.
I guess.
What
Did not grow a
terrible
better
fate
one.
has befallen you?
Well,
Noble
Did you
prince.
use
he
this?
he says I traveled here to claim the hand of the lovely Princess Mitzi Gaynor, and I was set a task by King Otto in order to prove my worthiness of her hand. This task was I had to fight an infantry division armed only with a copy of The Guardian. Alas, I failed, and now here I lie. And you see there, and he points across the way to another headstone and says, Prince Robin there gallantly attempted to extinguish a fiery furnace by being thrown in it. And over there, Prince
Didn't
Norbert,
run away.
who had to, sorry, that's Prince Robin, not Sir.
Oh,
Common mistake.
No relation.
And
no.
Prince Malcolm over there had to catch a VC-10 but dropped it. And oh dear, it looks like they've already got a spot for the next poor bugger.
Would that be
Yes.
the young Prince Kevin?
Oh, one should hope not.
Oh,
He has swaned off here.
likely so, depending on the challenge, on the tests or auto sets for the poor lad. Says I never even got to give my gift to the princess. Alas, I was forced to face the infantry division before I could
Oh,
bestow it upon her.
How disappointing.
a true tragedy.
What was your
What,
gift?
what gift would you have bestowed upon her?
A
Perhaps we
tube
could bring it in
of
your stance.
a tube of Dragon's Bane toothpaste. Uh,
Oh,
it's minty fresh flavor, has a minty fresh flavor and kills dragons instantly. And as it happens, Princess Mitzi Gaynor is famous for her beautiful smile and wooden teeth, and
Ooh.
this a strange wizard passing through my realm uh, was selling this, offered me this tube of paste, and said it was a fabulous new scientific invention. Alas, it was buried with me. It was never to present it to her.
It's toothpaste.
Oh, Clarence, perhaps you
Buried
could
with him.
just, you know,
Yes.
go look
I
for
could-
it.
What's toothpaste?
Just look for a tube.
This might require all of us to work together.
Oh dear. I don't
Buried
know if
with
it'll
you.
fit in there.
Dick?
Well, it's pretty fresh grave, and it's not too hard. Does anybody have anything that any kind of implement, or just gonna let the churl have at it?
Well, I mean, that's what he's good at, really. I mean,
Sure. So, Clarence, if you're willing, you can dig up the body of poor Prince Oswald.
Right, pork chop, let's get to work. And he'll grab his pig and it'll just start setting it at the dirt and go, no, truffles are deeper. Go for the truffles. Right in the
Right.
truffles. Get them truffles.
All right. Well, Pork Chop makes short work of this grave, and down below you find a bullet and mortar shell ridden body of poor Prince Oswald, and he sees it for the first time and goes, "Oh dear, they've made a horrible mess of me." And but yeah, in his in a pouch on his belt, you find a tube of this strange paste.
Oh, I found this tube.
Bane.
oh, might I look at it?
Wait a minute. Nope, I found a leg bone. I found this tube. Here we go.
Yes.
Let me-
Oh, thank you.
I would like the leg bone, please.
Um,
Oh, have at it.
Hey,
it's connected to the knee bone.
Yes,
Probably
yes, and
shouldn't
then the
just
foot bone.
Go out there stealing people's bones.
hey, that's mine. I didn't say you could
Oh.
take that.
May I?
Oh,
To at least pay for a bone.
Oh, I have chocolates.
Well, I can't very well eat
Oh.
that. Look, it's rather boring being dead. You can have a
much we
bone.
could do about that.
If
I can make you into a homunculus.
oh no, that sounds horrible. Look here. Does that the dirty fellow? Are those Punch and or sorry, are those puppets?
No, they're socks.
they're very
Oh,
dirty
wait.
socks.
No, I use them like socks. No, like puppets.
They are also puppets.
Well, give us some entertainment, loves. It's terribly boring being interred.
Right.
Clarence, we could give you a backing track.
Or perhaps the holy person could usher me into the afterlife.
Well, sure, certainly, I could do that. Say, did you read this tube before you set off on your long quest
Yes.
adventure? Yes. You realize it says wood glue on it, right?
No,
It says
no.
nothing about toothpaste. No, it's quite clear. It says wood glue.
Oh, that's a shame.
Hmm.
Must
I
have
mean,
switched it.
if she's got wooden teeth, I mean, it's probably appropriate.
Aha.
Uh, well, we'll take it to her. Perhaps she can, do something with it. Yes, okay. Now would you like to be ushered into the afterlife during the performance or after?
Feet first or head first?
At first. And for a penny and for a pound, eh?
Very well. Okay.
Clarence will
And are we
lob the
performing before
skull
or,
out of the
or
hole.
after we usher you to the next world?
Okay, so Kel, let's have a purpose. Let's see if your
Aw.
strength of your belief and piety is strong enough.
All right. Okay, I'm guessing this is just a regular roll.
Purpose? Yep.
Okay. Let me just look at okay. My purpose now, because my purpose is marked at a 14, am I rolling am I rolling a 14-sided die?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fascinating. Okay, now I have to one 14-sided die. All righty, and let's try that. Oh, Saint Pasta of Bologna is ambivalent about your traverse to the next life, but does not seem terribly upset about it. I've rolled a 7.
Mm-hmm. All right. And Clarence, how did your performance go?
Sorry, I had a bunch of puppets on my hands.
Yeah.
Could Beatrix perform a backing track? I'm not sure if assisting is a thing in this system.
Do whatever you like. Sure. If your backing track is musical in nature, it's probably a bardistry role.
Sounds good.
Clarence, if your puppet show is meant to be humorous, it's probably a glibness to pull that off. But I'm open to other interpretations depending on what your performance is, what the nature of it is.
No, I think glibness is probably exactly what I should attempt.
I got a 15 on giving this puppet show an operatic backing track.
And I have a 7.
Okay. Well, you've thoroughly entertained the spirit of Clarence and ushered him the spirit of Prince Oswald and ushered him happily into the afterlife. And he goes off headfirst singing into, I guess, the afterlife of some sort of pasta-based afterlife.
Yes,
I can smell the basil from here.
I recommend anything by Puccini.
You have laid his spirit to rest. And
Giant pizza oven in the sky.
Okay, and you have acquired a tube of what I thought was Dragonbane toothpaste, but apparently it's something else.
I mean, it might be. I mean, it might be an excellent wood glue. Who knows?
Right.
One of those multi-purpose items.
Okay, so carrying on toward the village then?
We've done our good deed
Yes,
for the
we
day.
have.
We can now do whatever we want.
Excellent. We should probably rescue that poor boy.
I know, that is what I want to do, so that's quite convenient.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent.
So as you're traveling down the road, you pass an extremely strange looking and strange smelling shrub. You pass a grove
Elderberry.
of willow trees that appear to be giggling. You see that there's a particularly large and strange looking frog on the riverbank at one point. Any of these things you can approach if you like, or just carry on to the village.
I would like
Curious
to
what the-
ask the frog if there are any ducks nearby.
Mm-hmm.
Curious what the
So-
trees are giggling about.
Are there any
Okay,
ducks?
so the frog has a particularly royal bearing. It looks, well, princely in terms of how it holds itself and lords over its this part of the stream. He doesn't speak to you, but regards you with kind of withering upper class disdain.
Oh, excellent. He's very well trained.
It's got the withering down.
Okay, and
Perhaps
Lady
he's an
Beatrix.
enchanted frog.
Okay, yeah, anything you want to do with this princely frog?
Yorick, my little homunculus, will go and kiss the frog.
Excellent choice.
Okay.
Or try to, if he'll let Yorick.
No, it doesn't look pleased. It hops into the stream, into a onto a stone further into the stream, further away from the bank.
Yorick, stop messing
looking
about.
kind of put off.
No ducks. Very well.
Well, one has to kiss a lot of frogs, I guess.
To find a duck, yes.
But the
yes.
frog the frog seems put off by the homunculus in particular, not by
Well,
you.
That's fair. Elizabeth
so-
will go and back to Lady Beatrix.
All right. Okay, so Lady Beatrix, this grove of willows, they're giggling, and it's uncanny.
particularly silly.
So, what would you like to do?
I think she's just going to walk up to them and look around and then go, well, what's all this about then?
So no answer. They just carry on. Ha, ha.
Oh, you should be ashamed of yourselves.
Oh,
Non-inclusive
putting on is
joke
again.
telling.
This is but it's
You need to
but it's
share the
Happy
jokes.
Valley.
You can't
Oh,
hoard whatever
listen,
chuckles you're
listen.
having to yourselves.
Listen
That's
to
cruel.
you shaming the poor trees. Take a
Of course I'm shaming the
demerit.
trees. They're being mean. Oh no, my poor demerits.
Take a
I'm trying to
demerit.
earn all of the demerits.
Yes, yes.
I'm not trying to earn any demerits. I'm just bad at it.
So the trees don't respond to your shaming.
Well, I hope it was a good joke then. She's going to sulk. Wander off towards the rest of them and I suppose a frog.
Okay. The frog seems quite interested in Lady Beatrix.
Well, if it's a very real
Oh.
frog, of course it would be.
Is this one of those kissing frogs?
Well,
It didn't prefer Yorick, so maybe it's
No.
more you inclined.
I mean, I do kiss frogs regularly just in case.
Mm.
You never
be my
know.
guess.
reasonable practice.
Sure.
yes.
Okay, you're gonna
Is that a
smooch the
noble
frog?
thing?
Oh,
Yes.
she'll wait out to go smooch the frog. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Sometimes you have to smooch a frog. It's a Tuesday.
but your dress.
Okay. Well,
Very
as
well.
soon as you kiss the frog, in a flash of light and glitter and smoke, the frog turns into a prince, and he's
Oh my goodness.
He's he's not the most handsome fellow, but he and he looks really grumpy. He's
Hmm.
Oh, what you've done that for?
Oh,
You
Were
could have been a
you hoping to-
princess, Yorick.
stay a frog?
Well, yeah, it was great. I had the stream, all the flies I could eat. Oh, it was great. Now look. Oh.
But Elizabeth, do you think you could fix that?
We might be able to turn
I
you back
mean,
into a frog.
I believe so. Yes,
Ooh.
I could either fix him or I could find a witch to do so. But I'd need a duck.
Or, worst case, you could still
Where are we
eat
going to
flies
find
now.
a duck at this hour?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Well, flies won't taste very nice now, would they?
Stick
Oh.
out your
It tastes
tongue.
the same.
Is it even long enough to catch a fly?
No, it's just normal. Oh, it doesn't
Ew.
do any of the frog things. Oh.
Oh,
I'm going to attempt to turn him back into a frog.
All right. Well, that will be some
Excellent.
sorcery then.
Yes, it will. Am I good at this? I don't know.
we'll find out.
I'm in fact rather bad at it. That would be a 7.
sure? Well,
Okay.
I mean,
7.
maybe he's a small frog.
No, sadly,
No?
your fire magic is
Yeah.
or at least this particular spell, it's not powerful enough to accomplish that particular goal. You just kind of singe him around the edges.
Ow.
Oh,
You moved some of his warts about.
Really boiling the frog there. How were you turned into a frog in the first place?
Yes.
well, I don't know. How were you turned into a person?
Witch's curse.
I'm sorry, what?
Could be.
Yes, see, and if I get a witch, I can potentially get the witch to curse him again.
Oh,
Which
witch.
one?
Oh, there's a witch in the castle.
Which one?
Which witch?
Witch.
That's what I'm asking.
Yes.
Which
I
witch?
believe the one in the castle. He said.
Which one?
Well, well, there's only one castle. The one that we're going to.
As far as we're aware, at least.
Yes.
All right. So are you gonna take this fellow along
Kind of
with
expensive
you?
to build too.
I mean, we could.
Yes. Yes, you must come with us and we'll find the witch. Which witch, I don't know, but we'll find a witch and
I mean,
we will
if
get
they've
you
got
turned back.
one, yes.
Like I said, if we can't find the witch, I can get a duck and then I can make a witch.
I'll let you hold
that's
pork
true.
chop. He's prize winning.
Oh,
Oh, I could make a.
I am a prince.
You see, if you
Then
take
it's suitable.
if witches
I mentioned he
float
won a
and
prize.
witches then weigh the same as ducks, then if you take a duck and you light it on fire, you turn it into a witch. That is alchemy. It's science.
All right,
Right.
man. So
Yeah.
carry on, and now you have
Very
this
well.
prince,
Hmm.
this Prince Hopkins, in your retinue. He's grumbly. He's kind of carping and whinging all along the way, like, "Oh, I can't even hop." And feet
Oh, come
hurt,
along.
and,
It's just
brr.
temporary.
Have you won
And-
any awards?
Make the best of it.
And you enter the village. And this village is full of singing, dancing, and vigorous flourishing. You're warmly welcomed and invited to join in all the revelry.
See, if you were a frog, you wouldn't be quite invited in like that.
And all of this happiness it carries just the slightest whiff of desperation, and it feels just a little bit forced, and yet there's a weird kind of panic and urgency in their eyes as they welcome to Happy Valley. Why, today there is a funeral. It's the most wonderful thing. We have a state funeral in the castle, and we shall dance here and celebrate. And oh,
No wedding. We thought there was going to be a wedding.
sadly, Prince Kevin failed in the good king's task. sadly. No, happily did he fail. Oh,
Oh,
and
are we
he
too
shall be
late?
happily interred.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, he was
has he biffed
joyfully
it?
bidden to climb to the
Oh.
tallest tower in the castle and armed only with his sword, jump off of it, which he did. And you can see here, just on the ground, is where he landed, and there is
Oh.
various
there's
bits
another
of
bit of
him that
him.
we couldn't scrape up in our joy,
Oh.
in our joy, and in our happiness.
joy.
Tra-la-la, tra-la-la. It's wonderful. Won't you
That's going to
dance?
it's going to make returning a bit messy, I
I
think.
think that's a piece of
We
him in
might
the
need
fruit
a
salad.
large spatula.
It's still good.
Mm.
Just scrape them.
I mean,
just
five
scrape 'em back.
5-second rule. I mean, he didn't say return him.
It's been well more than
in,
5
in
seconds.
in a particular condition. He just
No, but
asked
this
for
is
him
a
to be
terrible fate for poor Prince Kevin.
Well, yes, it is.
We should do something about this.
I mean,
Did
we
he
could
have a
go to the
mustache?
funeral.
This isn't right.
Good question.
I don't think so.
Because I think I found it.
Oh,
They're having
We could return his
Weird
mustache. That's
fun.
basically the same person.
it's pretty much. I mean, really, it's.
Is it like
So
a
this-
frog? Could you kiss the mustache?
So this
I
all of this
I
this
think
desperate
That's how it works.
I'll give
All
it a
of this-
try.
Okay.
all of this desperate forced merriment is so strange and off-putting that it's gonna kind of test
Very
everyone's
silly.
purpose.
Hmm.
So everyone will need to make a purpose roll to see if you can kind of stay
Very well.
true to your task or suffer some sort of consequence.
What if one is
Unfortunately, as-
indifferent to purpose?
Then you're fine.
as I have no purpose, I must roll the
All
D4
right.
of shame.
Right?
I shall.
Oh, I rolled
I
a
have-
4 of shame.
I have much purpose.
Okay, so that's a struth, which means
Ooh.
now you can roll a d6 and add that result to it. If you roll a 6, then roll a d8, and on you go.
Because
rolled
I
a two.
have purpose. I have rolled
a
a
total of
13,
six.
but I have purpose, so I get to add 1, and I have 14.
Great. And what did you end up with, Lady Beatrix?
A total of 6 when it comes to purposeness.
Okay, good. And clearance.
I was rolling a d8 and I rolled an 8 and I rolled another 8, so that would be a 16.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Great. Okay, so all of you
Wow.
are able to kind of keep a stiff upper lip, mustachioed or not, and hew to your purpose and not be put off by the weirdness and the strange kind of desperate displays of happiness that you're surrounded with. And you notice that a lot of them are kind of filtering and dancing toward the castle itself as the state funeral is soon to begin. And as that happens, one villager trods on the foot of another villager, and he goes, "Ow! Watch it!"
Oh.
And as soon as he does that, four soldiers bearing maces, and the heads of the maces are painted yellow with happy faces on them, come down, come from the wings, smacking their maces on their heads. And what's all this? Someone making unhappy noises? Is someone in violation of the Happiness Act? Did we hear a crossword? Some grumbling, mayhaps? And the villager, oh no. We're happy. We're happy. It was a jest. Oh, it was a lovely jest. And the guards, right, well, carry on. Although one
will
person
not intervene if they're saying carry on, so that's good.
Yeah.
One person that isn't. Well, let's see. How are you guys comporting yourselves?
Oh, happy. Yeah, because we're in Happy Valley. We're happy. Happy.
Definitely happy.
Okay.
And hidden behind
yes, happy.
the mustachio.
Smiling,
Yes.
Dancing.
Going along with the local custom.
mirthful. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you do have
perhaps-
with you.
Not looking that happy.
You are
It
not?
seems inauthentic. This joy should be more authentic, and she's going to strive to make it more authentic somehow.
Oh, excellent. Yes.
How?
But she hasn't figured that out yet. She might attempt to rouse people into a song.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
By convincing them that the real joy comes from within and that they should sing about how glorious mustaches are.
All right. So
because
the
real
joyous
joy
guard.
is in the middle of your face. Without it, you just look out of place.
So the joyous guard, those soldiers, they can see they're kind of eyeing you up since you aren't grinning and beaming from ear to ear. They've got their eye on you. However, Prince Hopkins, who is in your retinue, is decidedly grumpy.
Yes, well, I'm moving away from him. I realized that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see the
yes.
guards kind of. Is that a frown?
I think that's just his normal countenance. He has
he's just constantly upside down.
Yes, he's got resting ditch face. He was found in a ditch.
Upside down smile disease.
Yes.
Okay.
He's quite happy. Right, Prince Hopkins?
What?
Happy. You're happy, correct?
Well, I'd rather be hoppy. I'm not.
Oh, he said
hopping at all.
happy. Yes.
Well, normally this kind of thing would call for a roll, but I think it was it was a good idea. Resting ditch face will earn you an intercourse the dice. That just works. The guards are mollified, or at the very least confused by the upside down happiness. We've heard of that. Yes, of course.
Yes,
of course. William, we've heard of that. Why, it's
terrible plague.
The Happiness Act.
Yes.
Right. All right. Okay. And someone blows a whistle and says, "Time for the funeral."
Ooh.
And this is a state fancy dress funeral. Everyone, should you choose to attend, if you kind of follow, are you following the crowd sort of into the great hall of the castle?
Well, that's where we're going to find the witch, I imagine. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, intending to.
Yes.
So the entire court, indeed, as much of the kingdom as can cram themselves in here, is assembled in the chapel, not the great hall. They're all in fancy dress and costumes of various kinds, and they are here to lay to rest Prince Kevin, who bravely completed the task set him, jumping from the top of the tallest tower armed only with his sword. And as you came here to discover the fate of Sir Kevin, well, now you have accomplished that task. He's dead.
Yep.
And you see that on this happy occasion, the dashing prince lies dashed on the traditional huge black-edged whoopee cushion in the middle of the chapel. King Otto is performing his latest composition on his Hammond organ, the strangely discordant Yabim Di Bim Thwackety Fatang Strickle Boobum, and all the attendees are singing along, and the whole thing is monstrously mad. So they're all singing a very mad song as they usher dear Sir Kevin into the afterlife. You can see Queen Syllabub on the dais with the king, and you finally see Princess Mitzi Gaynor in all her glory. And there is in attendance in the very front row is Prince Charming, who is making a spectacle of himself with his joyous mourning. And on goes the state funeral, the state fancy dress funeral, and at its conclusion, Prince Charming approaches the dais and says, "Good King Otto, I am here to win the hand, claim the hand of Princess Mitzi Gaynor. At long last, I shall end this intolerable period of her non-betrothal. For I have no rivals. None may stand against the good Prince Charming, unless there are any other royals here who would object.
Nope. Nope.
No, okay.
Nope.
You have a royal in your party, as it were. So yeah, Hopkins raised his hand and says,
dear. Oh my.
wait, I'm a prince.
Yes, technically.
Wait, which
But-
page are you on?
He's in the appendix.
Right.
So he's
I had
a
mine
mild
moved,
prince.
so I'm always unclear on that.
Mhm.
Major prince. He's.
So King
but
Otto
this-
says, two claimants. Well, ere I set a task, the two of you must settle this in the traditional way, through a joyous fight to the death. Yes.
Ooh. good.
So
Joyous.
Take care of. This could take care of two problems. I see a certain sense of interest in this.
do have you, as a party, do you have a one of these parties that you wish to back?
No. Nope. Nope.
No?
Nope. Nope. Not in particular.
Okay.
Nope.
Well,
Yeah,
Prince Charming.
Well, yes. Imagine she does.
it's Prince
yes.
Charming.
Yes.
Oh, you're right.
Yes.
Okay. Well, Prince Charming takes out his Luger and shoots Prince Hopkins.
No.
And down he goes. And he's
Oh,
merrily dead.
But it's
Solves that then.
And Prince
But
Charming
is that
gives a
that
bow.
historically
and-
accurate? Oh, whatever.
And
Now we don't have to worry about Hopkins.
And the crowd erupts in cheers and exalts him for all his bravery and fine swordsmanship. And so now Prince Charming is the only claimant to the hand of Mitzi Gaynor, and he will be set a task, and the task set him is to go and slay the fearsome dragon of Angnor, what resides in the cave outside of town.
Right. That's him taken care of. Excellent. We can go home.
Oh, we should help with that
What?
one.
What?
Why?
Well, if we marry off the
his
princess,
quest.
then all the princes stop dying. If all the princes keep dying, none of them are going to grow nice mustaches. Then they can't fawn over them. It's a potential tragedy.
Oh,
We should solve this.
it's his problem.
Peeper, you know how I get when I can't
Oh.
fawn.
Oh,
You wouldn't want that.
yes, it's
Okay, so
very
you're
annoying.
gonna
All we need to do is slay a dragon. How hard could that be?
I'm sure it's quite difficult.
Oh, I wouldn't know.
Bill- Elizabeth would like to go to see if I can get close to the princess.
okay.
Oh, would you like the wood glue?
Oh, yes, please.
Oh, here you go.
Thank you. Yes, I would like to approach the princess.
Mhm.
I have gifts.
Oh, I do so love gifts.
I love gifts too. And
She
she's
needs
gonna
that wood glue. Yes.
she's gonna hand over the the tube of whatever it ends up being, wood glue or
I
anything
mean, it
else.
depends if she can read or not.
Yeah, and also hand over a box of chocolates.
No.
Ooh.
Okay, and she says, "Oh, look, Herman, and she's talking to her dog, whose beloved dog Herman, who she loves more than anything else, who's on a leash, and it's clear to everyone seemingly except for Princess Mitzi Gaynor that Herman's dead and has been for a long time. And she, oh, look, Herman, we have presents. And
Herman, what a good dog.
feeds Herman some of the chocolates and doesn't know quite what to do with the paste, but
that's okay.
pats his head with the paste.
Does she feed all
Makes sense.
of the chocolates?
Sure.
Those are Wizzo assorted chocolates. I don't think it'll do anything because Herman's dead, but
we don't know.
I don't know. So, because when they
Spring
eat all
surprise.
6, then they become no more.
Yeah, I mean, there's Herman is. It would be an issue if Herman wasn't already dead. Herman's dead.
He's stone dead
Can
at
I
the
do
moment.
sorcery and try and make Herman alive?
Yeah, and he's
Because
not
he ate all
really
the chocolates?
eating them because he's dead.
They're just
It's
falling out of his mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe I could make Herman be alive because he ate all of them with my sorcery.
Wouldn't he need to be alive to eat the chocolates, though? I mean, sorcery is your bag.
You're looking for
Just
historical
asking.
accuracy, so
No. Just looking to see how this all works.
All right, so
Lean,
alchemy.
close to clearance, and butter. How are we supposed to slay a dragon without the dragon slaying toothpaste? Not too close. She's not touching you.
No. It was just toothpaste for the.
Sorry. Sorry, milady.
It was an inquiry, not a demand.
I don't know how. Sorry, I don't interact with the uppers often. Do I avert my eyes?
You're doing great.
Yes. Sorry. What are we talking about? Should we?
Right.
Yes.
Carry on.
Let's do it.
So Prince Charming, with a great flourish, announces his intention to go and slay this terrible beast, and to return with its head on a pike, and then he will marry Princess Mitzi Gaynor, and all will be well. And he mounts Golden Shower and parades
Really unfortunate.
out of the
names.
castle.
Wait up!
You're gonna go with him?
Oh, absolutely.
I thought it was. It's decided that we were.
Okay. So
Someone
think
has to
that's the
speak
plan.
last, right?
when you
This is true.
when you get out of the castle, Charming says, right, well, look here, I normally provide excuse me, I normally provide my own dragons for slaying, and he gestures to his cart. It's a covered cart that has a logo for a toy dragon company. Says, so this idea of slaying some strange dragon is rather off-putting. Would you let be doves and toddle off and take care of that for me? I must I need to preen for my wedding.
I was going to preen for your wedding. What's in it for us if we slay the dragon?
It's a bad dragon.
No, we were going to help. We weren't going to do.
Well,
Absolutely not.
what would you have? I can offer you riches, the eternal gratitude of the people and land of the Golden Lakes.
Let me have your Luger.
Ah,
Go on.
hardly. No, this was a
How am I
gift.
supposed to slay a dragon without it?
This was a gift from Merlin. I shan't be parted with it.
I'll bring it back, mostly in one piece. Less maybe a
see-
bullet or 5.
He
Without
seems
the Luger, I only slay bad dragons, and this dragon doesn't seem particularly bad. So why should I?
We haven't even met the dragon yet. That's in the next
It's
scene.
true.
Mm-hmm.
Prince Charming's pretty charming.
Perhaps we could go and reason with the dragon. I mean,
Mostly got a full
there is
set of
that.
teeth and everything.
Worth a shot.
Nice. Mm.
All right. So, do you want to?
Riches and gratitude. I mean, really, I think you could do a bit better.
What? Well, what would you have?
I mean,
what
it's a
would you
good
have?
start. Riches, gratitude. Anybody, other
Ducks.
requests? Ducks. Yes, yes. Elizabeth needs a duck, or several.
Oh, well,
From the Golden Lake.
in the land of the Golden Lakes, we have golden ducks, and
Golden
you
ducks.
shall have you shall have a brace of them.
Golden ducks are needy. I don't know if I want a golden duck.
I mean, they're
Very
worth
well.
a
If that's all the
try.
ducks you have.
A duck in the hand is worth, 2 ducks in the bush.
Okay. Well, I mean, whatever you like shall be yours, for I will be the ruler of this kingdom, and mine own, and so the reward is yours for the asking.
Do you use
Oh,
hair
excellent.
cream?
He's what?
Hair cream.
Hair cream. Well, that
Hair.
You do have particularly fancy hair.
Indeed. Yeah. Yes,
True.
but my self-care routine is mine own, madam.
very well.
All right. Well, the dragon is just over there, in the cave.
Cool.
Have a good time. I shall remain here, bravely preening.
How are we supposed to slay it without some sort of weapon? Like,
Oh,
am I
I'm
going
sure
to
you'll
use
come
a
up with something.
Well, we're going to
series
start.
of insults to have its head just fall off?
I mean, possibly, yes. If it's a particularly good insult, it might work.
If it's that
Maybe the dragon would
it's
frolic to death.
dragon's weakness.
Ooh, there is that.
I'm sure you'll think of something. Good luck, all. Ta-ta.
She's just going to
Please
piss off,
enjoy
is
your
he?
preening.
Not very valorous.
Yeah, typical prince, charging to the rear as quickly as possible. Practically hear him galloping from here.
That's right.
Who would do that? Charge to the rear, she said, slowing her step to be at the back of the pack.
You tell him, Clarence. Don't take guff from the uppers. Take a merit, Clarence.
Ooh,
Oh,
All right. Well,
Clarence is making his way up in the world.
give me the trickle down economics. The only thing trickling down around here is golden shower over there.
True.
No.
all right. So
Not quite the image I was anticipating.
No, it wasn't. No.
So bravely, you venture bravely
All right.
into the foothills of the mountains surrounding the valley, and
Very well.
come to a place that's slightly less happy than the rest of the valley.
That
And
makes
here,
sense.
you are suddenly assaulted by a smell that is so utterly heinous and horrible that it threatens to knock you over completely. So everyone will need to test their hardiness.
Except Clarence, I'm sure he's used to it.
Is Mumsy cooking breakfast again?
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless you happen to be indifferent to it, I don't think anyone is, but
What?
At a total of a 4.
Let's find out. This is. Oh, yes.
Also a 4.
We're so
I don't-
hard.
A
I'm afraid
3.
I'm afraid I've spammed it.
Uh-oh.
All right. Well, then you will take a demerit, and
dear.
if you have hardiness, you'll need to move it 1 degree towards silly. And okay, well, none of you succeeded in this, so all of you will take 1 bit of death.
Oh. Just
no.
a bit.
Just a bit.
Just a bit.
We'll get better.
I should
Maybe.
hope so. Perhaps.
And
perhaps.
as you brave this horrid stench and press forward, you come to a cave, and you can see that the dreaded dragon of Angnor in the cave, and the
We can
smell
see it?
clearly is
Ooh.
had coming from it's got
Ooh.
it's got dreadful halitosis. The breath is absolutely brutal.
Ooh, we should
And
have brought the wood glue.
and as soon as you come into view, well, you see that it's holding a strange implement and sort of looking it over and talking to itself about this implement, and kind of prattling on. It hasn't noticed you yet, so what would you like to do?
I would like to find out what it is he's holding and talking to.
Okay.
Yorick,
I
it smells
would like to
worse than
announce
your
our
birth.
presence,
Oh, no,
With
no,
my
no. Let's not do
heralds.
that yet. Oh, dear.
which I must do once a day,
Oh, that's
Sorry.
terrible
with trumpets
timing
and
for
everything.
this. Oh,
Lady,
my.
your herald is announcing your presence. Okay, how does
Yes,
how
we're
does he
arriving in a new environment. We must
Yes,
announce our presence,
fantastic.
So,
That's not
but-
going to go horribly at all.
etc.
how does Harold do it?
I mean, Harold will pull out a small trumpet with like a what are those things called? Like a pennant falling off of it. It's the one that says applause on it, of course.
Mm.
And he will blare the trumpet dramatically and say, announcing Lady Beatrix Cumberbund Smith III and company.
Mm.
And he will do a little bow, giving her room to
Oh.
step forward, but she will instead
we
peek
have
a little bit out the
names,
side
but-
and then look up nervously.
Oh, can you believe the cheek on this one, taken to merit?
I didn't even do this one myself. No, that's 5 demerit.
Oh,
Oh, dear.
Well, before anything else, we must deal with this beshrew-ment. So
You know what I should do is I should put a foot on my head.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes,
Lady,
excellent.
Lady Beatrix, please roll a 30-sided die.
Oh no. No,
Oh,
no.
dear.
I'm nervous. Oh, I turned on my
luck.
cool sunglasses. I didn't mean to do that. There we go. I rolled a 26.
Okay. As it turns out, the BBC has received a complaint letter.
No.
Someone has written in complaining about the poor quality of this entire program.
That's
They only gave
understandable.
us-
And not
They only
about
gave us 10
specifically golden
pounds.
shower.
It could be. So let's see. We'll move our complaints received here. I've now received one complaint,
One.
and
Well,
it will
it's
take
just
a couple
odd.
more of those, and
Mm.
you and McGundatir will be sacked. But when it comes to this complaint, this complaint letter, this is it's up to you if you wish to elucidate what particular things are wrong with this program, or you and Magundatir in particular.
so many things wrong with it.
Mhm.
Where does one start? The Luger. I think that's where we should
wrong
start
with the program. It's
Luger.
going perfectly. The people just don't know what they want.
Mhm.
This is supposed to be
We are-
932.
Wait until they see the grand finale.
It's supposed to be a historical show.
Yes.
We're educating
quite
people on the
historical.
Lugers in 932.
Which I'm quite certain
Where the
they did
name
not
came from,
have.
probably.
So it's
But
dear sir, so I wish to
again-
complain in the strongest possible terms about the horrible anachronistic elements being presented here and fobbed off as actual history, when in fact it's anything but. And that this is the entire problem with our education system, and so on and so forth. Sincerely, Bob Hedges, Esquire.
I mean,
So,
perhaps we
you
could
and
sell it to the History Channel instead. I don't
Not
know.
to adding Esquire to the end of a letter of complaint and saying that I'm putting on airs.
well, yeah. So you and Magundatir has taken one on the chin there, and you suffer no ill effects from any of this. However,
Well, I
now
love that. It's worked great for me.
now we must pick up with this encounter with the Dragon of Angnor, who is obviously now fully aware of your presence.
Yes, but it's not historically accurate. Does it matter? Does the dragon now cease to exist? No. Never
Sadly,
mind.
no.
Disbelief.
The Dragon of Agnor is historically has been proven as historical fact. Otherwise, it wouldn't be in the program, clearly. So
Clearly.
Correct.
it looks over and it begins to well, let's see what it does.
Well, I still want to know what it's got.
Yeah, it's holding something that looks like a brush.
Oh.
But smaller than a typical brush, and the brush part is kind of elongated at one end, and it also has little knobs and bulbs that are glowing and blinking. And anyway,
Wait.
the Dragon of Agnor continues its kind of inane prattling on about, oh, can you believe I finally got the interspace toothbrush? Don't you think it's so nice? Oh, it's finally. Oh dear, I wonder if it's going to rain. Oh, how horrible. Wouldn't that be horrid if it rained? The cave gets so damp. So anyone nearby, that's all of you who can't stay focused, is going to suffer a bit of loony from this inane prattling, unless you're able to hold steady to your purpose. So you'll be testing that.
Well,
You're indifferent, so you're good.
Yep.
This is a glibness versus purpose attack. So if you happen to be indifferent to glibness or purpose, then this will not affect you. Otherwise, you'll have to roll your purpose.
Okay.
Or substitute a luck defense if you like.
Yeah. Since Elizabeth is indifferent, she will pull out her own interspace toothbrush to compare and be like,
Perfect.
I'll wait for other people to see what they're ending up doing, but that's what I'm about to do.
Great.
I got a 3.
I got a 15 on a 14 D14 because I have +1 to purpose.
You rolled a
That's
14?
much better than a.
I rolled a 14.
Oh, well, you've
How
streaked
rude.
it actually. So
Yeah, you should.
I streaked it. Yes.
So what that means is that you are going to roll a d16 and add that result to it, and you also move your purpose up 1 degree towards Sirius.
Ooh. Excellent.
And I have a
Can I
9.
ask a really quick rules question?
Oh my God, I got a 15 on that.
So last time we did a purpose one when I don't have purpose on the sheet, but I did Struth it. I don't add purpose or anything like that, right? It's still at the D4.
Correct. Yeah. If you
Okay, good. I just wanted to
if
make
it's
sure
not on
I
your
was
sheet,
doing the right thing.
you did the right thing.
Awesome. Thank you,
However,
kindly.
Peeper has you have a total of something like 30.
31.
Yeah,
No, 30. Yes, 30. Correct.
Right. You've taken this whole thing about staying true to your purpose. You've taken it way too seriously. You've made us all uncomfortable with this earnestness. So take a
I'm
demerit.
sorry. Oh, I apologize.
But
I'm
happily,
so
you
sorry.
don't have to. You don't have to suffer a bit of loony. Let's see. Beatrix, your result was.
It was a 3.
Yes, that's a bit of loony for you, and Clarence. Sorry,
That's a
what
good
was yours?
9.
A 9. You're fine. Your purpose is strong for the moment. However, since none of you have successfully tested your hardiness against the halitosis, we're gonna have to do that again, and that will continue happening until you're able to muster up some resilience to the halitosis. So everyone give your hardiness a go.
Sure, it would be nice if we had some toothpaste.
Well, it was wood glue. I mean, there's not much what we could do with that.
We can just pretend it's toothpaste.
Well, it was also dragon bane toothpaste, which kills
true.
dragons instantly.
Oh,
Does seem like it would be convenient to have.
That would have been convenient.
Almost like we've biffed the whole thing up by giving it away for no reason.
I mean, he was giving it away anyways.
So I rolled a d4. I struthed it. I rolled a d6. I struthed that. I rolled a
Oh,
d8.
wow.
I got a 7. So I have a total of 18 with my +1 to hardiness.
Fantastic. Okay, well, you're
Oh,
you
my.
are fully inured to this the terrible smell, so you're not going to have to deal with that anymore. How did everybody else do with their hardiness?
I love to
we
roll threes. I rolled another
Yes.
one.
Yes, I rolled a 3.
I have an 8.
Okay,
What?
Clarence,
You have
you
hardiness?
are you're good. And Peeper and Lady Beatrix, you each also suffer a bit of death.
Ooh.
Okay, so that is the end of the
Okay.
dragon's turn, and now it is your go. What will you be doing?
Twinsies.
Not dead yet.
I also have an interspace toothbrush.
Mm-hmm.
And Elizabeth will approach. Have you tried all the settings on it? And I'm not sure what I'm trying to do here necessarily, but
Well, actually, you can tell that it doesn't know what to do with this thing. Do you?
yeah. I know that it has buttons, and I know that I have sorcery. And that's what I have.
Mm-hmm.
And also don't push the moose button.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Don't do it. Yeah.
What effect are you hoping to have on the dragon with this?
I'm hoping to distract the dragon, but also like solve the dragon's problem, even if I have to use sorcery to do it.
Okay. Well, I think the fact that you have an interspace toothbrush was exactly what the dragon has, and brought a prop. That'll earn you an intercourse the dice. That just works. The dragon is well and truly distracted, and that will count as one deed success against this dragon. However, it's going to take more than one to fully defeat it. But there's one for the team. What's everybody else doing? And Clarence, keep in mind that with all of your merits, you can buy yourself extra dice for rolls, should the need arise.
Very tempted.
So what are you guys doing?
I'm particularly good with animal husbandry, and having an armful of award-winning pig right now, Clarence is going to be, look, I don't know if you're aware, but you've got a touch of the breath of death, and occasionally, if you want to win an award, like my little friend here, holding up the award-winning pig with the medal around his neck, you have to get in there and you have to like give it a fresh breath by stuffing a head of garlic in there every morning. And he'll hold the pig's mouth open and see that it's chewing on a head of garlic.
Okay. And what effect are you hoping this is going to have on the dragon?
I'm hoping that maybe he'll like realize that he's got a horrible breath of weapon attack on us every time he breathes in our general direction. So maybe it can lighten the load by averting his gaze upon us.
Okay. So I think it sounds like maybe well, you said animal husbandry is being brought to bear here, and
using the award-winning pig as an example of how to take care of oral care.
Okay, great. Well, let's have your animal husbandry roll.
What do we have? +1. That would be a 9.
Okay. Oh, but oh dear, you've mentioned its hygiene problem, of which it is clearly very, very embarrassed about. So it is going to make an immediate gobble on you, attempt to eat you, because you have. So it's going to take a nimbleness from you to avoid being gobbled up.
Ooh. Okay. Can can I use some of my merits?
Yep.
Does that just move the dice up for?
No, you just get to roll again.
Oh, okay. Well, then I definitely need that. Let's. Well, that's. I got a 3. Don't think that's going to do much for me.
Sadly, no. You're going to stick with the 3?
Eh. Let's spend one of my merits. Maybe I can get a 4 out of it. Nope, I got another 3. I think that's the best I can pull off.
All right. So there's going to be 3 bits of death as you are gnawed upon terribly. You can incur those 3 bits of death or start sacrificing some accoutrements.
Yep, I think I'm going to have to. So I shall lob at it. Oh, both the punch, light percussion and Judy puppets. And a heap of historical records. And just because it's the only way to keep from being pretty much no more, a pouch of fine salt.
Okay. Well, it's all chomped. And let's see. I think who hasn't had a go yet?
I think Beatrix and Peeper, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I can do. Ooh,
Beatrix has a totally brilliant plan that will certainly work. She's confident.
All right, go for it.
She would like
lovely.
to plead with the dragon on behalf of the BBC that the animation for a dragon fight is far too expensive, but that the plot demands that we one day defeat the dragon. So it would actually be really, really quite polite and really cool of the dragon if it were simply to become defeated of its own will. It would save us all a lot of time and trouble. And it's honestly kind of inconsiderate of it otherwise. It's the honorable and nice thing to do. Because otherwise we're going to get many more complaints and we're already in so much trouble.
All right.
Through no fault of my own.
Sounds like you are weaponizing your decorum to shame the poor dragon.
Could be, or is it glibness or is it decorum?
I would say glibness if you want to kind of entertain or just talk fast. Which I'm fine with
you're
that.
right.
Yeah, if you're just
I mean, I'm happy with either of them. Let's do glibness because I think it's the sweet talk, isn't it?
That sweet talk, it's silver tongued, and so great.
Do it.
Glibness.
So rolling a D14. I got a 9.
All right, it is.
Wait, I think I got stuff that adds to glibness. 10. I've got a 10.
All right, you've got a 10. Well, the Dragon of Agnor, because of all of its prattling, it's serious in glibness, so it gets to roll twice and take the higher. And
the dragon's not French, is it?
No.
I'd have a bonus if it was. Terrible.
Yeah. All right. It prattles right back at you, and says, "Oh yes, that would be nice. Wouldn't be terribly nice if I were to do that. The BBC.
I mean, it would be most
wonderful
convenient.
programming, isn't it? Seems to it seems to kind of give as good as it takes, and defends itself with its own prattling way. So that particular
Who's haughty now? You think you're worth
work.
the animation budget? Goodness.
Okay, so Peeper, last chance or last go before it's the dragon's turn.
No, I perhaps she could pray for it. Pray for.
You can also remember all of you have special spiffing serious abilities.
Yes, I was looking at those. I was actually thinking of if I could use one of those in this instance. Yes.
But you can certainly use your purpose to say a prayer to the pasta gods and have them help you. So
Does this mean I'm a pastafarian? Yes. I would like to pray to the Saint Pasta of Bologna, Saint Luigi and Macaroni, and if they would all look at. Whoa! It's the tortellini that is supposed to be the shape of the Pope's hat. No, agnolotti, and no, it's the tortellini that is the shape of the Pope's hat. So I will praise the tortellini.
And you're praying to have you're praying that the saint will smite the dragon?
Not necessarily smite the dragon, but just maybe tone the breath down a bit. Oh, I guess we should smite the dragon though. But he seems very nice so far. Let's start with the breath and then see how that work.
Okay, so you're mentioning the breath.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
yes.
All right. Well,
no, but I say yes.
The attack is interrupted by a gobble. So it's going to immediately attempt to swallow you up. You'll have to test your nimbleness to see if you can avoid the jaws.
I don't have any nimbleness. I guess I just roll a 4, a d4. Roll a d4. Oh my goodness. Roll. I spammed it. I rolled a 1.
All right. Take a demerit.
Yes.
And take 3 bits of death.
Oh. How many bits do I have left? I am no more. Can I spend the 1 merit I have to roll again?
Yeah, or you can just sacrifice an accoutrement to take one of the bits.
Okay. I will sacrifice the 78-page Dynamo Tension muscle building course.
All right. Well, it gobbles that up, and now the dragon will go.
Whew.
And it is going to do another gobble on its turn.
Yeah.
Let's see who it attempts to gobble.
No.
It's going to be Peeper again.
Oh, well.
So Peeper, it's another nimbleness for you.
Oh dear, this is quite.
You made the dragon big mad.
Yes. Apparently I did. But I did roll a 4. Yay.
Okay, so roll d6 and add that result to it.
Okay. 4. And add a d6. So that's a 1. So it's a total of 5.
Total of 5. It's not going to be enough, so it's going to be another 3 bits of death.
Perhaps. Maybe I could give up my scribe. Do I have any? I will give up the removable mustache.
Okay, so that'll negate 1 bit of death.
Okay.
So you'll still take 2.
Oh dear.
Got other things to.
Well, now I am no more.
You have no more accoutrements or retainers to sacrifice?
Well, I guess I'm sacrificing my fashionable tights.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fashionable tights are gone. Yes.
And you said you had a scribe?
I do have a scribe. Yes. Yes. I'll give up. Okay, I'll give up the scribe.
Okay.
Yeet.
All right. So now it is your turn. All of you. You have scored 1 success against this dragon. You will need some more.
Well,
oh boy,
you're almost dead. I think this has gone on long enough.
I would agree.
It's time to get very serious. I think he's going to use her spiffing serious ability. She would like to attempt to subjugate the dragon. I am Lady Beatrix Cummerbund Smithwick III, and you will do what I tell you. Defeat yourself now, so we can get this over with, and I can go get my coffee at the coffee break. I haven't had coffee yet today. Can you imagine? All episode, no coffee.
Well, needless to say, that this approach is going to earn you a demerit from old...
that all checks out, but that doesn't matter anymore. I'll put more foots on my head.
But more to the point, let's have the D30 roll. Let's see how your subjugation goes.
Actually, I think I can stick more woods to my head. Hang on.
Yes, please do.
28?
Sorry?
28 on a D30. It's a D30, isn't it?
Oh my. Okay.
Yes.
You want to read what the 28 means?
Oh gosh. Okay. Utterly cowed. A dozen nearby NPCs of any class will do whatever you like for the day.
Yeah.
What?
The
Hell of a time not to roll a 3.
The dragon absolutely defeats itself. It feels so terribly ashamed, and it is your you've clearly proven itself to have climbed way above its station. How dare it do so? It is totally ashamed and well and truly defeated. The dragon will do whatever you want it to do. If you don't want to chop its head off and carry it in on a pike, but play dead and for the court or something, you can do that. Yes,
that
your
sounds
Spiffing
ideal,
Serious
yes.
ability has been
I cannot believe that worked.
It's defeated the dragon in one go.
I'm kind of apologetic out of character, but in character, I'm very glad for this.
Okay, so what do you tell a
would
dragon
like
to do?
this majestic beast to prostrate himself and feign dead for the court. I don't want to really kill you. You seem like a nice kind of fellow. And then to maybe get the coffee started for me. So when we're all done wrapping things up here, I can get some coffee finally.
Right. It will happily do. Oh yes, of course. Anything, my lady. Oh, I can't believe I.
Great. I'll see you in the break room after we convince the kingdom.
Okay. So it is with its tail tucked well between its legs. It's following you back toward the village and the castle where the villagers await. Prince Charming is awaiting you as well and saying, good. So done then?
That's in a fashion.
Okay.
Sort of.
Well, good. Well and truly defeated. On we go. And so together you march the poor defeated dragon back to the village, through the village, and everyone is dancing and singing and most happy. You have certainly presented a suitable betrothal for the princess in the form of Prince Charming, who obviously takes all the credit for defeating the dragon and wins the hand of Princess Mitzi Gaynor, and the wedding is announced and it's going to take place immediately, and all of you are invited, but none of you are really encouraged to attend per se.
Don't really feel like going, honestly. I'm a bit tired.
Was tempted to push for betrothal myself, but really they can have each other.
Yes.
Well, since you're not a royal, you're just a noble.
That doesn't matter. I could have a mustache glued to my face.
It's a bit of a get.
And so you have backed the suit of a particular suitor and seen the challenge through to its end, despite its great danger. And Princess Mitzi Gaynor is married to Prince Charming. Alas, it really could never have been any other way, could it? And you have completed the quest of the Princess Bridal in all your glory. The only thing left to do, and at the end of every program session, is we have to apply a title to this episode, to this program, so the chaps up at Program and Control know how to categorize it. Otherwise, it's still perfectly good way. It's a waste of perfectly good executive time if they can't immediately tell what. So I'll leave that to you as a group, if you like, or nominate one of your own to give us a title for this episode.
Prince Charming and the Bad Dragon.
Prince Charming and the Bad Dragon. It is.
Question mark. Prince
Charming and the Bad Dragon?
Yes.
There we go.
6 demerits. Hang on. 3, 4, 5.
No, Prince Charming and the Bad Dragon, ellipsis, question mark?
Right.
Yeah.
Part 1, question mark.
Part
The promise of part 1.
Well, congratulations. Well done.
This is terribly
Congratulations all around. You've brought the quest to a successful conclusion.
Yes.
Three cheers for the head of light entertainment. Hip hip.
That was a lot of fun. Hooray!
Huzzah!
Hooray!
No, remember, there's
Wait,
much
why am I only
rejoicing.
cheering? Someone else cheer too. Come on. Hooray! That was the 3rd cheer. Okay, we're done. We're good. Thank you very much for running game. I really enjoyed this.
It was good.
Yes.
Thank you very much for inviting me on.
Oh, that tiara is ridiculously heavy.
I'm honestly I'm really excited to check out the other adventures in this book. 'Cause the system seems like a lot of fun.
Yeah. I'm quite impressed.
I like that it's silly, but it's not like mechanically silly. Like it feels like
No.
there's a solid core here, as much as the aura is very, very silly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us a little
Yes.
more about the book and where to get it?
Yeah. So the book
Please talk
is
about it.
well, the book and the dice and the head of entertainment screen and Fetch Lavage, which is a whole kind of supplemental board game based on backgammon that comes with it, and gosh, a lot of other bits and bobs. The merit and demerit tokens, meeples, the coconuts, all of these things can be had available for pre-order at Exalted Funeral. MontyPythonRPG.com is the site, or you can go to Exalted Funeral. It's there, and it will be in stores on March 5th. And
where did the inspiration for the game come from? I'm just curious how where like how did this, is it just a true deep abiding love for Monty Python like many of us seem to have here?
Yeah, and my brother and I always loved Monty Python and loved tabletop RPGs, and we got the opportunity to combine those two things, and so we went for it. So he co-wrote it with me, and he's actually on his way to Rome as we speak to present a copy of the book at the Vatican, which was one of the stretch goals of the Kickstarter. So he's on a field mission to do that. But just want to say again, thank you very much for having me on. I'm Brian Saliba from Crowbar Creative,
thank you for coming and doing this.
Happy to have run it for a group that was obviously really had a go. And also, we're very resilient, especially you, Millie, when it comes to the just absolute deluge of
look at how many
demerits.
feet she's wearing.
I ended up sticking them to my head. I'm fine with it.
Yes.
I mean, it was honestly, I don't know. I really enjoyed that. It's fun to like have a director who's like, you're playing your character terrible. And I'm like, but I'm a snooty noble. Screw you, director guy. What do you know? What are we getting
really, it just means you're doing it right.
Who's complaining?
It was, you were doing it right, and
Yeah,
it ended up not hurting you even when you got a bit, when you finally earned a procurement. It backfired on you. And
I was wondering if like a lightning bolt would annihilate her or something, but no, she's fine. Somehow, despite all the boots on her.
It turns out the studio audience was on your side, not you.
Apparently.
So.
Lucky us.
It's because they're her inferiors, of course.
Yes.
All right, time to wrap up.
Voice of God. Whoa.
Hello, everyone. It's the voice of God.
A
birthday eyes.
I'm being impressed.
All right, so with that, could I get everybody to please go around in a circle, say who you are? Yes, hello.
Yes.
Voice of God here. Well, who are you? Where are you from?
Wait, starting where?
You know where.
Oh.
No balls. Hello, I'm Millie and/or Bunnyhearted. Sheena or they and them are great for me. You can find me at twitch.tv/Bunnyhearted, where I do total nonsense indie games and like retro games and VR and stuff. on Twitch, like a VTuber, because I'm a dork.
Yes,
This
yes,
is a
very
blast.
good.
I really
Next.
enjoyed being here. You can also find me here sometimes in other games. I'm still talking. You can't die being pulled away. No, it's gonna take me too long to set up. What?
Give them another foot.
Okay, I'm still here. I will attach another foot though.
All right.
Okay.
Good. Next.
Hi, I'm Kel from up the road. I forgot to say at the opening, I use she, her pronouns. I am found here at Dork Tales, doing games and weird stuff. And yeah, and this is where I hang out. And I've got some games ending in the next little while. Hopefully, some new games starting in the next little while. And yeah, so stay tuned for more crazy fun. Looking forward to bringing out some new characters. Very
Yes,
excited
quite.
about it.
Get
Yes,
on
yes.
with it. All right. Next.
I've been Michael, and yeah, you can find me here on Dork Tales if I'm not in front of the camera like today. You find my work around the camera because I am the artist extraordinaire, bringing the artwork to this lovely little ensemble. And I will next be found on, I believe, Tuesday for our Patreon game, Descent into Avernus.
Yes, quite right. Last.
Hi, I'm Jen. I've been Jen. I'll always be Jen. But also today I was Elizabeth, the Enchanter. And if you want to see me play a mage in other games, you can find me here on Dork Tales in other mage and other games. Or if you want to see me listen to me be a mage in real life, you can catch me on my podcast, Paradox and Mage the Ascension podcast, wherever you can find podcasts.
All right. Good enough. Back to Brian.
Oh, right. Sorry, Lord. Yeah, I've been I'm very humbled to have been your head of light entertainment this evening, along with Winifred, who is looking like just a really raggedy rug down there. I hope she didn't do anything embarrassing. I wasn't really watching.
No.
There she is.
Oh, she heard her name.
She's a good
Hello,
dog.
Winifred.
Hi, Winnie.
Hello.
I'm from Crowbar Creative. It's crwbr.com, Crowbar Creative on socials, and yeah, look for Monty Python's Co-Curricular Reenactment program coming to your friendly neighborhood gaming store on March 5th.
Excellent. Thank you for tuning into this program. And now for something completely different. Goodbye, everyone.